Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. Game over.
Game over.
I'm Joey Savage.
Core DLG.
Little flip here.
Little flip DLG over there.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know where to go from there.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from there.
I don't think he knows the little flip. Like,
I don't
he's
think he
claiming
does.
it already, and
He's
like,
like, I'm low
no
butt.
idea.
there's so much you need to learn before you say that. But
No.
that's
Right.
okay. That's
Yeah,
all right.
that's cool.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
Imposter DLG.
Rep your hood.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Going I-45 down a few quick.
Let's just say that he got sued by Nintendo. How's that
Good
make
for
you
him.
feel?
Yeah, Nico.
Yeah.
Little flip DLG.
Yeah.
You're getting sued now.
Yeah, Nintendo
Oh
lover
no,
that you are.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
All right, Nerd Thug Radio. This is a new
wonder no one likes
segment. I think we're going to start doing every week to have fun. We call it Around the World in Nerd Media.
There you go.
Dun, dun,
I think
dun,
that's a good
dun,
name for
dun.
it. We'll get we're gonna do a graphic there, like a
Yeah, put a little graphic up.
Yeah.
So 3 hot topics in Nerd Thug Media this week.
Oh.
HBO officially...
And we don't mean the store.
Yep, HBO officially announced that they have ordered the pilot to a Watchmen TV series.
I don't know who could have ever expected
Right.
this.
Also, we have the trailer for The Punisher drop this week.
Correct.
And then the original Colossus actor from X-Men is in X-Men Dark Phoenix. What's up with that?
Well, we'll start with the others. I'm going to kind of verify which.
I've
Because I
got
feel
it
like
right here.
You've got it. You know which Colossus
I know
it is?
exactly which one it is.
Because I feel like we've had like 3 at this point.
We've only had 2.
Oh, okay.
Corey, which story do you want to start with first?
Well, let's start with the Colossus since you got it up.
Okay, so like I said, it's Daniel Cudmore.
Okay.
He played partially in part 2, and then a little bit more featured in part 3, but not so much. It's like a secondary character in
Yeah, X-Men The Last Stand.
Last Stand.
Right.
So he tweeted out that he is a part of X-Men, what's it doing? The Dark Phoenix.
That makes no sense.
But then he said, can't say which character I'm playing, though. So now it's like, what is going on?
Oh, so he might not
Colossi?
be
Right, so-
Colossus.
Which is...
Okay.
So what's going on? So
that makes more sense.
Yeah, because we were about to have double Colossi, because
Right.
we had...
They had a
have the-
different guy who played it in Days of Future
So
Past.
he was supposed... So Daniel was supposed to be the voice for... Or he was supposed to be Colossus in the Deadpool stuff.
Okay.
And I want to say that when it came down to it, they went CGI with Colossus.
Yeah,
It
they
was
did.
just going to be voiceover. and
Right.
so he wasn't down with that. So he's like, you know what? That's okay. You guys can have it.
But why?
I don't know.
Like, let's be real honest.
actor.
Big mistake.
The easiest gig in acting is voice acting. From
Yeah.
the conversations that we've had as we go up our little Nerd Thug ladder, when we talk to voice actors, when they're literally like, yeah, dude, I show up in my pajamas, I don't even shave.
I voice act. You
Right.
don't need to know what I look like.
Right.
I don't need to look like Colossus.
But
I
yeah,
just need to sound like him.
I spend 0 hours in makeup and then I go do my voice thing.
Right.
And honestly, the way they did this Colossus, the guy walked around on like moon shoes and
Yeah.
was doing like green
Oh, man, I had
suited,
moon shoes back in the day. They were legit.
like to help you dunk.
Yeah,
He
but
was
I
just-
still couldn't dunk.
I don't think it ever worked. I don't think it worked for anybody. I don't think it really worked at all.
No.
But it was cool looking. But so this guy basically he walked around on moon shoes and had like a lot of green on him and dots where his eyes would be, and like why wouldn't the other guy just
Right.
like
So if he's not playing Colossus, like who do you think he's playing?
Gladiator?
Exactly. That's
gotta
my
be
next-
Gladiator.
It's got to be like what other jacked up comic book character for this type of movie could it be? It's got to be right.
What do they go totally
and
like
he's the new Juggernaut.
or like he's Corsair?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's go.
But
totally left
supposedly
field
he's
there.
wrapped up his filming, so it might not even be that big of a role. It might just
Might even want
He's
to
that
cut.
background guy.
like I wonder if he signed a deal with them to appear in so many of these movies. So like let's fill him in on this one to get the
Not be
obligation over
Colossus
with.
this time, guys.
Right.
Well, so the way some of those work, a lot of times it's up to the studio's discretion. Like, yeah, we gave you a 5-picture deal, but that's if we feel like it.
Right.
You did 2. We used somebody else for Days of Future Past, so obviously we don't need you.
Right.
We used someone
He's
else
in like
for
12 seconds
Deadpool.
of the movie anyway.
Right. Like, we used someone else for Deadpool, so at this point,
We're done.
He stepped down from that one though. That was
Yeah.
his decision.
that was his own fault. But once someone else goes to air as your character, now
weird.
how are you going to come back and take it? Like how? I don't understand that. I don't get it.
All right. So what story you want to jump to next?
So then let's do the Punisher trailer because it was fantastic.
Dope. Can't wait.
They did a lot of cool stuff with the music too in that trailer. That I
Music
really
is.
liked.
We talked about this when Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out.
Yes.
Music is now a key essential to previews.
Well, it's one of the reasons. One of the things that killed the first Punisher movie was the music. If you go back and watch the movie, It's not a bad movie.
Thomas Jane, John Travolta.
It's got a great fight scene between Thomas Jane and Kevin Nash, who plays the Russian.
Yeah.
However, they do some terrible music decisions that ruin this cast. Because if I remember, the female lead in it is Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
I think so.
Like, this movie was well cast, and then the music crushed it. Like, if you watch this movie again, paying attention to the music, you'll actually laugh out loud.
Crushed it.
And it was the reason the movie was bad, I feel like, was just the music. So this trailer, this time, it starts off he's playing an acoustic guitar, and I don't know the Metallica song, but he's playing just a couple of, like, chords from it. And then as the trailer gets violent and more violent and more into Punisher's world, it transitions into Metallica playing its song, and it really nails kind of the feeling of the trailer.
I can't remember. Did it drop a release date at the end or no?
It started to, and the screen's still kind of blurry, but it said 2017, so it's
gotta be coming.
It's coming up.
Yeah, it's got to be coming.
I
soon.
feel like it's probably mid-November.
Yeah.
If I'm making something up, it's mid-November.
If I'm making something up, I'm gonna say November 19th.
Oh, is that a Friday?
I don't know. Just made that up.
Okay.
That was the whole deal, right?
That was-
Make stuff up.
More specific. I'm going
Let's-
middle November Friday. That's what I'm going.
19th is a Sunday.
Okay, so
Yeah.
17th. 17th.
Definitely dropping that day. The 19th of November.
Yeah. Remember the 19th of
Of
November.
November.
No, don't think so.
I believe it. I believe it.
But the trailer looks great. I'm blanking on his name right now, but
Who?
John Barathol. Jay Barathol.
John Berthenol.
John Berthenol? Mm-hmm. Anyway, he does a really great job.
I didn't know what he was going to do.
No, I for a second it felt so wrong
I
in my
think
head.
he was going to question me, and then I'm like, no, sir, don't question
No,
Joey Savage.
because we talked to him when he didn't have a voice at Comic Palooza, and so
Because he got shot so many times as Punisher.
no, it's because just he's so full of energy. Like
Yeah.
He became a little horse.
right. Anyway, pony up,
So tall, he could ride a real horse.
pony
Regular
up.
sized horse.
A regular sized horse. Okay, so
Now he's correcting you.
what an idiot. All right, so real quick, we'll jump a couple minutes before we get into some Delilah Doom talk. The next story, we've talked about it before on the show a few months, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
But HBO has officially bought or whatever ordered the pilot to a Watchmen TV series.
Now this is a Watchmen prequel.
Right. So I'm interested. Like I'm interested in the idea. I think there's a lot of story to tell there. Yeah, because you're not interested in anything except for
Here's the thing. They
Ronin
tried
warriors.
this already in comic books. They did a series.
They did. Mm-hmm.
They did a group of miniseries about each of these characters. It just didn't work.
Yeah, because DC Comics just doesn't work.
Well, they went all out though. They gave it the full court press because they used top tier artists,
Right.
big name writers.
But
they came to these guys and they
But
said,
it's still DC Comics.
So
Some things maybe are just better visualized on a TV screen than in a comic book.
perhaps. But here's the other part of it: is who do you get to make this? Because Zack Snyder, sort of, I mean, he nailed it. So
Yeah.
where do you go? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think this is a mistake all around. Also, what are they going to do? Are they going to do a bunch of like, because these villains were made to be B-list villains.
Right.
Are you going to watch them fight like the Wasp Man? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what's it going to be?
Oh, good old wasp guy.
I don't know.
Like the stories they told, the anecdotes they told in that movie were like, oh yeah, remember that weird guy? But he just walked around and wanted people to hurt him. Like that's supposed to be the villains that they fight. Like those were
Sounds so good.
They were lame people. And
I
this is
can't
like,
wait.
Rorschach threw him down an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
I want to see that happen.
yeah,
I want to see Rorschach.
that will
throw
be a
someone
really
down
good
elevator
2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the rest of that episode will probably be garbage. I mean, someone will probably get naked. Something really like strikingly violent will
Violent
happen in the
happen.
middle.
Right.
And then the end of it will be Rorschach for a gag, just throwing that guy down an elevator shaft.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty pumped.
He's excited.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Watchmen.
No, I loved the
And-
movie. My problem is,
And
how do you do
I like
a-
the Watchmen, and one of the reasons I love the Netflix stuff is because they can kind of do whatever they want. They're not
Right.
limited on their storytelling.
Do you think DC will get involved and say you
I don't know.
can't do this?
I don't. Well, I mean, they've kind of gone a little dark with the show Gotham. Like Gotham is way different than what they're doing with Arrow, the Arrowverse.
Right.
Gotham's a little tilted on some dark
Well,
stuff.
and in the
now they can go on
Watchmen-
HBO and they can just.
And in The Watchmen, they kind of already do all this stuff. There's already nudity in the movie.
Right.
They already blew up a superhero in that movie.
Right.
I mean, I
So-
guess in theory you can kind of go anywhere.
So that's what I'm excited for. Is this could be like the first real comic book story, and I think it fits with the Watchmen that goes on like HBO. They can just go crazy with. Like,
that would be interesting.
And so that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
So let's talk about Delilah Doom now.
So something that's not so blowing up?
Right.
Oh, no, actually,
she's blowing up. Yeah, she's all over the place now.
So real quick, we got about 30 seconds. Corey, I'll let you tell the story.
We are at Summer of Champions. We're at Summer of Champions 4. We're having a blast. They do a women's battle royal to name a new champion. As the people are making their entrance, in walks probably one of the most exciting. First of all, they don't get intros.
Side story: they don't get intros and names announced.
Right,
So we don't
because
know who they are. We know like the 4 people.
We're at the event now. I'm sure how they televise it. I'm sure these people will get name cards and be talked about by the announcers, but we don't hear any of that. So they come up. She walks in, and I say, "We got to talk to her," and this is our conversation.
Right now.
Yep, that's it.
Here it comes.
Right.
And fire.
This is Joey Savage, Nerd Thug Radio. We just finished up here at Summer of Champions 4, Reality of Wrestling. I'm joined now with one of the competitors of the Diamond Royal Rumble. She is the Punk Brewster of Reality of Wrestling, Delilah Doom.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So, your first time here at Reality of Wrestling, you got to compete for a chance to win the title. What's that feeling like?
It was awesome since, like you said, it was my first time here. Unfortunately, I did not come out on top, but you know, the Queen of Aerobics is willing to. I want to stair-step my way to the top here, so I'm hoping to come back soon.
Good. And so you've been wrestling all around the Indies, California, Chicago, Houston. What did you think of the crowd here at Reality of Wrestling at Summer Champions 4?
They're awesome. They were just loud and so into all the matches. It was really fun to wrestle for them. So thank you guys.
Very cool. And you know, when you came out, me and Corey DLG were like, okay, that's our dark horse. We're going with that one. It was. If you guys haven't checked her out, look her up. Facebook, Instagram. Where can they find you?
Delilah_Doom on Instagram. The O's are zeros. On Twitter, it's spelled as it is.
Awesome. It's this great punk aerobics gimmick. And you got down to almost like the final 4 or 5.
So close. But that Kylie Ray, man, she's so good.
You took a pretty nasty super kick off the top rope. What were you going through your head as that fall came?
I don't know. Oh my goodness gracious, holy cannolis.
Well, good. Delilah, thanks for stopping by and chatting with us. Hopefully we'll get up with you soon, and good luck out there, and hopefully next time you'll get that belt.
Thank you so much.
Thank